As we reach our 60s and beyond, life often feels like entering a new phase, a phase that offers us a fresh perspective on the world and ourselves. This period can be incredibly liberating, free from the pressures of raising children, building careers, or adhering to societal expectations. Life after 60 is not the end of something, but the beginning of something new. It's a time when we have the freedom to choose how we want to live, and more importantly, how we want to feel. Why this chapter of life can be the most joyful. At 60, you've lived through decades of experiences, some good, some challenging, but all of them have shaped who you are today. The good news is that with age often comes the wisdom to let go of things that no longer serve us. This is your time to embrace what truly brings you happiness, whether that's spending time with loved ones, pursuing a new hobby, or simply enjoying the peace and quiet that comes with slowing down. The freedom to choose joy is one of the greatest gifts of getting older. Common myths about aging and happiness. There are many misconceptions about aging that can cloud our understanding of happiness in later life. We've all heard things like, "You're too old to start something new," or "It's downhill from here." These ideas can be incredibly limiting and untrue. In reality, life after 60 can be filled with new opportunities, new friendships, and a sense of contentment that often evades younger generations caught up in the hustle and bustle of life. Aging doesn't need to mean losing happiness. It can mean gaining a deeper, more genuine form of it. Chapter 2. Understanding stress and its roots. As we age, our relationship with stress changes. When we were younger, the pressures of work, family, and expectations may have been overwhelming. However, as we grow older, stress often comes from different places: concerns about health, finances, or loss of loved ones. Stress, while a natural part of life, can take a toll if not managed effectively. How stress changes as we age. In our younger years, stress might come from external sources like work deadlines or social obligations. As we age, however, stress often becomes more internal. Concerns about health, retirement, and the future of loved ones can lead to a heightened sense of anxiety. The key is to recognize that stress changes, but it doesn't have to control us. Understanding how it manifests in this stage of life allows us to tackle it more effectively. The biggest causes of stress for seniors. For many older adults, the biggest sources of stress are health-related issues, financial security, and the fear of losing independence. These worries can lead to anxiety, depression, and feelings of helplessness. It's important to address these stresses directly by seeking support, whether through therapy, lifestyle changes, or simply opening up to loved ones. Recognizing hidden stress. Stress doesn't always look the way we expect. It can manifest as tension in the body, sleepless nights, irritability, or even withdrawing from activities. Often we don't even recognize these subtle signs of stress until they become overwhelming. Being attuned to your body and emotions can help you identify stress before it becomes chronic. Regular self-check-ins can provide an opportunity to reflect and recalibrate. Chapter 3. The Power of Choice. One of the most empowering aspects of aging is the realization that we have more control over our happiness than we might have thought. We may not be able to change everything in our lives, but we can certainly choose how we respond to circumstances. The freedom to choose how we experience each day is key to a peaceful and joyful life. Why happiness is a choice, not a condition. Happiness doesn't come from external circumstances. It comes from within. While we can't always control what happens around us, we can control how we choose to react. In fact, happiness is often about perspective. When you choose to focus on gratitude, positivity, and contentment, it becomes much easier to feel joy even in the face of challenges. Aging doesn't mean resigning yourself to stress. It means choosing happiness despite it. Shifting mindset in the golden years. As we age, the world may seem to change around us. But one of the greatest gifts of this period in life is the ability to shift our mindset. We no longer need to be defined by external standards or expectations. By consciously choosing to adopt a mindset focused on what we can control, peace, love, and happiness, we are better able to navigate the challenges of aging with grace and resilience. Letting go of control and embracing peace. One of the most liberating things we can do as we age is to let go of the need to control everything. Whether it's worrying about our health, our children, or our finances, trying to control things outside of our reach only leads to stress and anxiety. Accepting that we can't control every aspect of life allows us to focus on the things that matter most: our own happiness, peace, and well-being. Chapter 4. Relationships that nurture, not drain. Relationships play a crucial role in our happiness. However, as we get older, it becomes even more important to ensure that our relationships are nurturing and fulfilling. We don't need to maintain the same level of social obligations or unhealthy relationships that we did when we were younger. Instead, we can choose relationships that bring us peace and joy, choosing quality over quantity in relationships. As we age, the desire for superficial or draining relationships often diminishes. We begin to realize that it's not about how many friends we have, but the quality of those friendships. Surrounding ourselves with people who uplift, support, and respect us can have a profound impact on our happiness and well-being. Investing time and energy into these meaningful relationships can significantly reduce stress. Saying goodbye to toxic connections. One of the most powerful choices we can make in our later years is to distance ourselves from toxic or unfulfilling relationships. It may be difficult to let go of long-time friends or family members who bring negativity into our lives, but it's essential for our peace. By setting boundaries and prioritizing our own well-being, we create space for healthier, more positive connections. Building new friendships after 60. While it may seem challenging to form new friendships as we get older, it's entirely possible. Whether it's through shared interests, volunteering, or community groups, there are plenty of opportunities to meet like-minded people. New friendships can bring excitement, joy, and a sense of connection that can help reduce feelings of loneliness or isolation. Chapter 5. Letting go of the past. Many people carry emotional baggage from their past into their later years, which can contribute to stress and hinder happiness. The good news is that it's never too late to let go of past regrets, resentments, or unresolved emotions. Doing so can be incredibly freeing and essential to living a peaceful life. Forgiveness, closure, and emotional freedom. Forgiveness isn't about excusing the behavior of others. It's about freeing yourself from the emotional burden of holding on to grudges. Whether it's forgiving yourself or someone else, letting go of past hurts is a powerful way to release the weight of stress. Finding closure on unresolved issues allows you to move forward with a sense of peace. How to stop reliving regrets. Regret is a common feeling, especially as we grow older and reflect on the past. However, dwelling on past mistakes or missed opportunities doesn't change anything. It only drains our energy. The key is to recognize that the past is behind us and to focus on the present. Every day is an opportunity for growth, happiness, and peace. And it's never too late to start fresh, embracing the wisdom of your journey. Instead of regretting the past, celebrate the wisdom you've gained from it. Every challenge, loss, and triumph has contributed to your growth. By embracing this wisdom, you can move forward with a sense of gratitude for the journey you've lived, rather than focusing on what could have been. Chapter 6. Slowing down without feeling. Left behind in a world that's constantly moving faster, slowing down may seem like a luxury. But in reality, slowing down can be one of the most rewarding choices we make as we age. It's not about doing less, it's about living more intentionally. Mindful living and embracing the present. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment. As we age, we have the opportunity to embrace this practice in a way that can bring us immense peace. Whether it's savoring a quiet cup of tea, enjoying a walk in nature, or simply taking deep breaths, these moments of mindfulness can help us slow down and experience life more fully. The joy of routines, nature, and stillness. Routines can offer structure and peace, especially in our later years. Whether it's a morning walk, reading a favorite book, or gardening, these simple activities can bring a deep sense of joy. Spending time in nature, away from the hustle and bustle, also offers a chance to reconnect with ourselves and the world around us. Saying no without guilt. One of the most important aspects of slowing down is learning to say no. As we age, we realize that we don't have to please everyone or keep up with every demand. Saying no without guilt is an act of self-care that protects our time and energy. By setting boundaries, we can focus on what truly matters to us. Chapter 7. Reconnecting with joy isn't always something grand or dramatic. It's often found in the small, everyday moments. In our later years, it's essential to rediscover these simple joys and allow them to fill our hearts. Finding joy in small, simple things. The sound of birdsong, a good book, the company of friends. These are the things that bring joy in small doses. As we age, it's important to notice and appreciate these everyday moments. They are the building blocks of lasting happiness, hobbies, passions, and rediscovery. Retirement or later years offer the perfect opportunity to explore hobbies or passions that we may have set aside earlier in life. Whether it's painting, knitting, or learning to play an instrument, these activities bring a sense of purpose and joy that can enhance well-being. It's never too late to rediscover something that brings you happiness. How happiness isn't grand, it's gentle. Happiness doesn't have to be loud or extravagant. It's often the quiet, peaceful moments that offer the most profound sense of contentment. By embracing these gentle moments, we can experience true happiness without the pressure to do more. Chapter 8. Health, Wellness, and Self-Compassion. As we age, taking care of our physical and mental health becomes even more important. But health isn't just about exercise and nutrition. It's also about being kind to ourselves, especially when our bodies begin to change. Gentle movement and nourishing the body. It's essential to stay active, but that doesn't mean pushing ourselves too hard. Gentle exercise like walking, stretching, or yoga can help maintain mobility, flexibility, and overall health. Nourishing the body with balanced meals, plenty of water, and sufficient rest is equally important. Sleep, nutrition, and emotional well-being. Good sleep, proper nutrition, and emotional well-being are interconnected. Maintaining a balanced diet and getting enough rest can help regulate mood, boost energy, and reduce stress. Taking time for emotional well-being through relaxation techniques, mindfulness, or social connections also plays a vital role in our health. Being kind to your changing body. Our bodies change as we age, and this can sometimes lead to frustration or disappointment. It's important to practice self-compassion, recognizing that these changes are natural. Instead of focusing on what we can't do, it's essential to appreciate what we can still do and to love our bodies for all they've done for us. Chapter 9. Creating Your Own Happiness. Philosophy. Happiness is personal, and as we age, it's important to create our own philosophy of happiness, one that aligns with our values, goals, and aspirations. Your happiness mantra. A mantra is a simple phrase or affirmation that reflects your beliefs and desires. Whether it's, I choose joy, peace is my priority, or I am enough. A mantra can help guide your thoughts and actions toward happiness. By repeating it daily, you remind yourself of your commitment to living a joyful, peaceful life. Designing a life of meaning, not perfection. As we age, we realize that life doesn't have to be perfect to be meaningful. It's not about achieving more. It's about embracing what we already have. By designing a life based on meaning rather than perfection, we allow ourselves to feel satisfied and fulfilled. How to keep choosing peace every day. Choosing peace is a daily practice. It's about letting go of the need to control, accepting what is, and focusing on what truly matters. By making peace a priority, we can create a life filled with calm, joy, and fulfillment. Chapter 10. Your legacy of joy. As we look back on our lives, we may wonder what kind of legacy we'll leave behind. The good news is that your legacy doesn't have to be about material wealth or achievements. It can be about joy, wisdom, and the love you shared with others. The joy of giving, mentoring, and storytelling. One of the greatest gifts we can give is our time, wisdom, and support. Mentoring younger generations, volunteering, or simply sharing stories can leave a lasting impact. These acts of kindness and connection build a legacy of joy that will outlast us. Passing on wisdom, not worry. Instead of passing on stress, worry, or fear, we can choose to pass on wisdom, resilience, and optimism. By sharing our experiences and perspectives, we offer valuable lessons to those who come after us, leaving a legacy of peace and happiness. Ultimately, the legacy we leave behind is one of peace, happiness, and contentment. It's about living in a way that inspires others to do the same, to choose happiness over stress, to embrace life fully, and to cherish every moment. You are enough. As you embark on this journey of life after 60, remember that you are enough. Just as you are. Your story is rich with wisdom, love, and experiences that have shaped you into the beautiful person you are today. Embrace this new chapter with open arms, knowing that you have the power to choose happiness over stress, peace over anxiety, and joy over worry. The best is yet to come.